Okay, so first, hello everyone. My name is Alfaili. I participated in the second cohort in May 2019. I went to Kiel University. At the time, I used to study at Newcastle University, getting my MA in Applied Linguistics and TESOL. Since then, I graduated, and right now I am working at Kuwait University, which is my hometown. And the reason I joined was because at the time I was taking a computer assisted language learning course. And it was very interesting for me to learn more about mobile technologies and digital learning firsthand, and also integrating it with my studies at the time. So how I benefited from the program, I benefited mainly in three ways, even though I was just focusing on my university course, Cole, but I also had the privilege to get insights to the different teaching methods from all over the world, and for my career right now, actually. So during the study week, I met people from all around the world, from China, from Barcelona, from Sweden, from Germany, of course, and myself from Kuwait. And that opened my eye to the many different ways of teaching that there is, because as a student, I was mainly taught in one way, which was the teacher-centered, no mobile technologies, because of being in governmental schools in Kuwait. So this was very eye-opening. I benefited in many aspects, and learning from the we attended two schools. I think they were Spanish lessons, and they were really great for seeing how actually teaching is different from one culture or from one setting to another. And so I forgot to switch the slides. So it made me think of my own past learning experience. And usually I would not think, but the course was very focused. The study week was very focused on reflection. And it made me reflect on my own past teaching learning experience and how I would like to actually change that in my teaching experience. So for the core course, I was actually required to use digital technologies to create a website in order to teach students to either learn as in a flipped learning situation, or maybe they can do it as a remote learning experience. So we created a website in which there was many different modes of digital technologies that the students can use in order to learn a new language on their own or with a teacher. So we had many different things, such as a scratch game, actually, videos that we used iMovies to create in order to see how the students can benefit from viewing the videos on their own, and then perhaps reflecting on them on the website that we created using Weebly. And of course, we had Padlet, Google Documents, all of which we actually learned about during the study week in Kiel, and I implemented in the core course. I did not try any of these digital technologies before, so it was really interesting to learn about them in Kiel, and then actually immediately implement them in my website, in my Weebly website. At the time, we also created I also created a Instagram page other than my e-portfolio, because I wanted to be able to capture pictures and then immediately reflect on them. And then I can expand on that on my e-portfolio. As for my career development, right now teaching, I did not actually get the chance to try most of these things because of the COVID virus. So our course was stopped, and we will not be able to go back until August. So we will finish our spring semester in the fall. Yeah, and I would love to see how I can actually implement all of these strategies, of course, but changing them to and adapting them to fit into my culture, because of course it's a very different culture than in Kiel or Newcastle even. And I am creating it's on a Microsoft Teams website, and we were trying to do that right now, but that's because it's university mandated, but for me personally, I'm thinking of using Padlet, Google Documents, and even creating some games, because I know it is hard to keep students engaged in an online meeting or an online class, because there's just so much that you can do in that time and keep them all engaged while not being in an actual class. So I'm trying to put many different strategies together, many different games, perhaps Kahoot, Scratch, creating videos, trying to keep the students engaged. Hopefully that will work. I did not try it yet, but I will in August. And thank you. Do you have any questions perhaps, or?